Jesse Price.
Because every time
Okay, I'd like to call this meeting of Special Projects Committee to order. First order of business, approval of minutes of the June 12th meeting. Second. Third. All opposed? Aye. Okay, minutes are approved. Before we get into Fall Fest, let's download Independence Day. Ryan, do you have any feedback or anything that you heard we did great or something we need to improve on Independence Day?
No, I mean, we got a lot of positive feedback. I think it was fine.
Anything people wanted to add or do differently?
Well, I mean, every year we have the same conversation of how to keep people here all day. I think, like having the activities we did and like the dunk tank and all the other stuff is all well and good, but it seems like everyone was segregated in that back area. And then once the parade goes through, they just all dip out. So, but I don't know what the answer is to that.
It'd be nice if we could have the dunk tank closer to the old lodge. It was kind of out there in left field, and maybe need a dedicated volunteer or volunteers to come in and out so we can get revenue out of that. Just a thought for.
Yeah, it just seemed like there were so many people there at once and they're all in that back area. And it's like, once they throw a couple bags and do the dunk tank and they get the duck and they do bubbles, they're just kind of standing around like, okay, what do I do now?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I saw at least. And the tough thing for us is like, that's one of our busiest days of the year. So it's like, we don't have any parking. We don't have anything for them to do.
Right.
So I don't know.
But yeah, it was, I thought it went well. I heard a couple comments that nobody could seem to find garbage because everyone was walking around with cups and stuff, and that's.
plenty of trash cans out.
I thought so too, but you know, you could double it, we'd probably still get feedback, but just, that's really the only comment that I saw over here. Is it not enough garbage?
Well, we
Cans.
talked about before, it'd be great to have the afternoon activities to keep people around, but we don't have the volunteers, because it would take some real organization to say, okay, if we wanted to have, like we talked about the cornhole, making it a tournament rather than, it was nice to have them be able to toss and entertain each other, but after everything, if we could have a hyped up kind of tournament, or even, we talked about, what do you call it when the families compete and it's obstacle courses or different races, you know, I mean, it could be families, yeah, like a three-legged race or something. Yeah, some extra things, but like I say, we just don't have the help yet, but it's not saying we couldn't get it, because we had a lot more help. Before.
Yeah, this year would be better having it passed.
Fall Fest, but it was gonna be pretty big expense.
Cost prohibitive this time of year.
Now, did I hear that maybe the city could build a dunk tank? Or is that a?
Yeah.
It was discussed, but they built the bubble thing and then y'all built two or three other things.
They were doing something, dumped a bucket, it's not.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, anyhow, I just wanted to see if anybody had any comments on things that maybe we could do next year, things that we missed this year. So with that being said, let's move on to the Fall Fest to be held third week in October 18th. Now, going forward, you know, we talked about doing it a week ahead because the 18th, the third week is when everybody does their Fall Fest.
Everybody's been doing it for 20 years.
And obviously because the peak time for the leaves, could we move it forward, or is this race that we do gonna cause too much of a parking problem?
That was the issue this time, was the run bum race is the weekend before.
They set a date for that. Is that always?
This year.
That's a Friday and a Saturday then.
Yeah, but I believe it is the weekend before the 18th.
Always.
I don't know that,
Yes, that dialed in.
The week after the 18th.
like Halloween time.
Or if we could swap it with them, because then I think there's not as much competition. Because the third week, it seems Franklin, everybody around has, fall festivals or, craft shows.
Well, Sharon just said something I think might be a good idea, Halloween weekend, and all the vendors, everybody had candy for the kids, but they don't necessarily have to.
And we'll dress up.
You know, yeah, exactly.
So you're talking about a week later?
I think first of November, the leaves are still normally good. We need to do something because I tell you, it's tough, no, I don't want to talk about it, it's tough getting vendors. It's really tough. I mean, people want to come, but they've been doing Franklin one or Hiwassee one or.
Over summer 2 days.
Yeah, and then one up around Highlands, has been doing it for years. I'd love to do it, but.
And you do them, so you know that's peak.
Yeah.
So we may get a little more traction the week after or the week before.
We need to check on it, but I think so, yes, definitely.
Look into it. And, because
It's gonna be the 25th and 26th this year, long run.
really,
Well, that's that.
Oh, we looked at pushing it out. I remember now, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
I was, yeah.
well, last year, I thought we were talking when we were planning for this one, maybe going a week ahead, but the race was supposedly on the same
He only
day.
does it the last weekend in October, I think, because last year was like 27th.
But, next year, next, spring, talk about maybe changing the date so we can get get more vendors. I talked to that lady that texted me from, Atlanta. And she says it's probably gonna be next year, because she just doesn't think she can get enough product put together for this year.
But we need to know sooner than, as soon as possible, because handing out the cards and shows in the spring, we already need to have something set up, like our cards say,
Right.
third weekend of October. We didn't put a date, but we need to just know if we need to change that.
Yeah,
Isn't there a couple of publications that come out stating all of Northeast and North Georgia, all the events going on?
There are, but they're not up to date at the same time, it seems like.
Where would it be right at the time this year, and then we'd know for next year?
Yeah.
Well, somebody.
yeah, because you're right, get those cards and whatever it is out, but, I think it wouldn't be as much of a struggle if we could, forego the third week and get week before and after. Because, I think, you never know where the leaves are gonna be, but, it'd help us out. So that'd be something we can look into, different dates, week before, week after, going forward. Okay, I'll start with shuttles. Typically, we have, what, 2-3 shuttles, Jason?
This is last year's information.
Last year, Bruce, we actually tried something different that I think worked very well. We had those Kubotas.
With a
And we had
hand.
2 5x8 trailers, and we put hay bales on the side and built up the walls.
Mm-hmm,
And I think it was pretty well received. We've had problems with, the year before, we had the shuttle company out of Clayton, and that was like $2,500. And half the time, they were just riding around, nobody was even getting on them.
yeah,
And then the year before that was the fiasco with the golf carts we rented,
right.
where they sent us electric carts, and one of them died after 30 minutes, and then one of them died like an hour later.
Yeah, it was,
But if y'all are agreeable to that, Jerry, the only thing about that is that we have to have staff driving those. So I would just need two employees because it's city assets, city vehicles, but,
Right.
that's a pretty inexpensive solution. And now we have 3 Kubotas, so we could theoretically have 3 shells if we need them.
I think that'd be
I
ideal.
think it's great.
Now, are we gonna have designated pickup
We
areas?
had some stops, and we had a place there in front of the CDC.
Mm-hmm,
We were picking up, and I know we're gonna get to this, I don't wanna get ahead of the schedule, but I'll talk about this. One of the places did not work, when everything that was at the back, at the club where where all the vendors and stuff was at, trying to finagle that trailer with all that traffic and stuff going on,
yeah,
it just didn't work. We probably need to have a shuttle, like maybe by the Morley Bridge or something, and they'll just have to walk back there,
Okay,
yeah,
which, you know, I think that's.
yeah, yeah.
it's
And
not-
where is the main stop for the hayride?
We typically set that up, Jim, across from the entrance where Ridgepole connects to Sky Valley Way. There's a little, near the creek, there's a paved section right there, and again, I know last year, we had some issues, we had a couple, I think we had, one of the guys that was gonna, one of the staff that was gonna come in, couldn't make it, but, we only were able to use, two of the trailers, but we can use those Kubotas and trailers for hay rides too. I mean, in fact, we did that towards the end, cause you can get about 6 or 8 people on there.
Okay. Very good, parking. Always, CBC should be available. The chapel's always a place, city pavilion. And vendor parking at the back of the CBC lot. That's worked before, hasn't it?
And we were doing regular loops up to the chapel lot, parking lot. Because I meant that was a stop there too, because we had a lot of people parking up there.
So that's pretty much good. We've got that figured. Vendor fees. Well, that's done. Are we gonna raise that going forward?
I think we should. I mean, if we get to the point where we're getting too many vendors, yeah,
Then
maybe
you
raise it,
raise
but
it.
right now, we're.
That's not an issue. Okay. Vendors.
We have 18 currently.
Okay.
Wait, that's something Bruce, don't want me to interject here. I'm asking everybody to try to help find them. I mean, it's hard. Sharon does a good job sending stuff out. We have the names, everybody was here before, but like we said, that's a tough weekend. And just talking to people, you might find somebody that, you know, can, I want to, or, you know, Aunt Susie does a lot of crafts or whatever, you know. We need help with that, we really do.
What kind of vendors do we need? What are we looking for?
Anytime.
Well, they went from those bears carved out of wood, to aprons and bags and purses, there's all kinds of.
We do prefer not secondhand stuff, we don't want to be a flea market, but, you know, stuff that people's done.
Is the registration fee ever a deterrent for vendors? I mean, I know we're charging $50, but you know, from a revenue standpoint, it really doesn't move the needle at all, what we put into the, you know, the general fund. You know, it might be a couple $1,000s, but does that deter people, that $50 fee, that may not?
Well, the 50 is, early registration,
Mhm.
and then it's
I know,
75.
I'm just saying, but just in general, does that fee deter vendors? They might wanna go someplace that doesn't charge them.
Oh, there's nowhere that cheap.
Okay, just asking.
And like I say, if we become a more demand, I think we run, you know,
Mhm.
I think it's here right now.
Now, you do these all the time. Is 50 on the low side about right?
It is, or 75, either one, on the low side. I mean,
Yes, sure.
and they're not gonna do it anymore, praise the Lord, but the one that's, Sassafras. They used to be the one that was on Main Street every year in Clayton.
Mhm.
For 2 days, I think mine was like $300.
Wow.
Yeah, didn't get crap.
Yeah.
It was terrible. It was terrible. That's all the vendors complained. And then I won't do it anymore.
So see if we can reach out as much as we can. I mean, you sent all the information out, haven't you, Sharon?
Probably, since you just stepped in, late,
I just got my eyes dilated, so I can't see anything, so you can make faces at me.
do you know anybody on the arts, what do they call that thing? It's a pretty big club. Arts.
Guild?
It's in Clayton,
Art Guild.
yes,
You know, and see, since Sassafras is not gonna do it next year,
they're not,
that's what I've been
oh, all
told.
right, yeah,
They said
yeah,
we can find, if you know anybody, we can find people from that.
I can call and find out, to show up to be vendors at,
Yeah.
Fall
Fall
Fest.
Fest.
Okay,
Cause it's just, what we were saying earlier, it's just tough to find vendors. and because of the other shows.
Well, I can send the email I used to send, it has the, links to the application.
Okay, send that to me, yeah, I know several people on that.
Does
I'll see if
Alan
they're
have enough
interested.
material to set up a booth or not?
I would think.
I mean, he's very talented. Alan Corbin.
He's done it
He did
before.
it 1 year.
1 year.
But it was real weird the way he did it. He wanted to show people him.
But
Oh,
he
so you
didn't
come
really
in-
have
So
any,
it was, he had maybe 2 or 3.
he didn't have anything to sell.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, does he have enough?
Could ask him, you got.
Cause his work is incredible.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah,
is.
he's good.
And, and there was a person, Patrick.
Yes, I know her too. I
She's
can call
really
her
good.
too. I'll call her too.
She was at the one a couple of weeks ago. I
Yeah.
went so bad.
Well, she's taught several classes up here.
What about the garden club? Did they, I know they've done those little paintings and things.
Well, they had a bunch of vendors at the garden club, so I think I know somebody whose wife was probably part of that.
Yeah,
Did
I've
she
asked-
upset up there?
It was, 2 or 3 said they were very interested, and I don't know the reason we got anybody else maybe involved in that,
Yeah.
but,
How many vendors, I'm sorry. I
We
was,
kind of left alone, give them an application,
yeah.
and you hope you hear, and you don't.
How many vendors do we have already signed up?
18.
How many did we have last year?
25.
And we could,
Squeak it in there.
we used to get some of that, but they, the one. Freeman that does, helps with the, monthly magazine.
Laura?
The Laura?
Yeah, that helps with that,
I don't know her.
not the.
I know the other lady,
Yeah,
but I
that
don't
has
know.
her place right next to
Oh,
it.
next door?
Yeah, she's gonna be, that's another thing that you don't have, she's going to, she's got a certain type of paint. You dip stuff in, pull it out, it's almost instantly dry. And she's going to buy the pump, what you bet. About this size for
Yeah.
kids to do instead of just painting.
Yeah.
You know, one, and that we could, she could do some stenciling work, you know, to make a little money and offset what she's doing.
Sounds good.
I think very fair.
I'll call who I can think of, and with Sharon's help with her email, I'll do what I can do. Y'all, I think Gordon will do something about it. I think you ought to.
Creative
pay
on
for it.
He was building it this morning.
He could be fashion clothes.
He's what?
He could be a fashionable clothes.
Yeah, you could be a model. Good looking guy.
We're several
I'm
layers.
missing
right.
something.
We're several layers.
I'm missing something, but we'll talk about it later. Okay,
But if anybody, please, you know, let us know or reach out and we'll give you an application or whatever. We do need to find something. I think Bruce, what was our ultimate goal in that 40 vendors, 40 to 50 vendors?
Yeah, the first year after COVID, we got close, we got 30 some.
That put us up just a little past the circle, but not encroaching any more than that.
we can encroach. We can encroach. Yeah, I see what I can do. I'll try.
Look, anybody, please.
Now,
Yeah,
what, they're kind of like a vendor, they, do we want to put them as vendors? The Gatewalk?
maybe I'm old school, but I count tents instead of vendors per se,
Mhm.
because when people walk up and there's multiple more tents, you know, like people, I'm gonna have 2 tents, there's several people got 3 tents. So I mean, that makes it look better and more inviting.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't, you know, it's just a good event, the Cakewalk. That's right.
Yeah.
And
I
it's,
don't know, Teresa. She's not gonna.
You know,
She's
want to,
thinking.
y'all don't want to do the Dunkin' booth again? You know, your star is right here.
you need
Yeah.
I'll do it if we really need somebody.
Right, did you hear that?
Well, you know, I'll do it too.
And not,
Well, you can put
You're
red
right.
suits on.
You think so?
he did it. I got pictures.
I want to see that. Jared, you did it?
It's great.
Brian, you got punished. I was over there and you got punished. We'll move around to that, but so we're gonna add the cakewalk to, the vendor list.
That's Grace Chapel.
Wouldn't that have two or three?
It's gonna be Grace Chapel, isn't it, Chuck?
As far as I know, I asked Candy this morning, when we were up there painting, and, I think everybody's willing to do it, you know, I just don't know if they want to do it as long as they did it last time, because, I mean, it went on for several hours. So I think they may want to contract the time just a little bit.
That's fine.
You know, but I think we can get enough people from the church to be able to do that. I think everybody had a good time.
Oh, I think it's a big one.
And I think by the time we got done, we raised over $1,200 to go towards the relief fund for the people in North Carolina.
For the hurricane,
Yeah.
And it could go to those shoebox.
Something, yeah, because it went to Samaritan's Purse is where it went, so, you know.
The band, we're gonna have a band?
Ryan's having a band, aren't you? Or am I thinking something different? Maybe I'm thinking 4th of July.
That's 4th of July that we do the band. I mean,
Okay.
we can get a band if you need us to, but.
Should we just do music? Or,
You would take care of that. And the DJs, this is expensive as that.
yeah, DJ, just have something playing.
If you got a big enough speaker, we got a Wi-Fi pavilion now, so you could actually hook into our Wi-Fi and let Spotify off the speaker.
Something like that. Any thoughts on that? Just having music in the background, speakers,
Are the vendors gonna be at the club?
mhm.
Okay, like
Club
we did
park,
at Oktoberfest.
They
I mean,
Pavilion parking lot.
4th of July, yeah, okay, that's great, thank you for letting us do that.
So
The vendors are gonna be back at, by the pavilion, club pavilion.
city pavilion, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of complaints about that last year. At least I heard a lot of complaints about
Back by the pickleball.
Oh,
No,
no,
not
fire
pickleball.
croquet court. Yeah, I got my ear bent several times about that.
I mean.
Well, where are the vendors at? Where are the
Remember, I
vendors at?
forgot
Oh.
to sign for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so-
And then it was just so congested and there was about 4 cars that got hit.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a lot of, like, it's my fault, that somebody back into somebody, but, you know, that's my job, to hear complaints of this. But anyway, but there were some, but maybe we just signage, I don't know. But there were a lot of people that just didn't like that look. I think it was just so congested back there too. But again, we had some issues. We had a lot of complaints. Most people that were complaining were the people riding the shuttles.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
Yeah, because there were a lot of people at the car show.
Yeah.
They kept going, in there vendors over here? It's like, yeah, you go out and then go over there. It's right back over there. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
we make sure that's stopped.
Yeah.
And like you say, take them down to Morgan Bridge.
Yeah, that's probably.
So that's something we could easy
Yeah.
fix. So, just music, like a couple speakers at the pavilion there, is that doable?
Yeah, I mean, I have speakers, but they're like big speakers. I can bring one down there
I
and
think one was fine.
that's what we do in the restaurant anyways. is just hook
Yeah.
to-
I think one's fine.
Just hooks to an iPad, Bluetooth,
Okay.
but it hooks to any phone too.
Could it hook from, I guess you couldn't have 2 attached to it, could you? I was gonna say, because if we could have it from that end at the croquet area and from the club, it would definitely be, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'll reach though. That's the only
Yeah.
thing.
wireless.
They're wireless, but you have to Bluetooth them into each speaker. So you could Bluetooth them both in and pick one speaker up and move it down there. I just don't know if it would reach. That's my whole thing.
So nothing.
But if you had just one big speaker down there and someone's iPad or our iPad that has the music on it, you can just put a playlist on it, just jam it off there.
And I don't know if you could coordinate that with the cakewalk, because I know the cakewalk has music also.
That could be on the other end. Well, it's not for the work.
Yeah, I think it was a good location.
Yeah.
Or even if you did music from your patio.
Well, we can do it more, Patty. That's
Yeah.
easy. I mean, I think down there, as long as you have a wireless speaker that's loud enough, you could just use that and use someone's phone.
Cause I've got a little Bose speaker
Yeah,
that
that-
they used last year,
But you can only do that after the cakewalk, I guess, or before and after.
or during the cakewalk, cause they used it, cause they could stop it with their phone and then start it.
Oh, for yours, yeah, I was just talking overall, if we had it coming from above.
Yeah, I can put the speakers on the patio and just turn it on from inside and you can hear it.
Okay.
I just don't think you need the big speakers down at the pavilion. It might just be too much.
Yeah. Food trucks. No food trucks, you gonna do the box lunches?
Yeah, the tough thing for us is just knowing how many. Like, do we, like today, we have this big croquet event, we made like 60 wraps in different flavors.
Mm-hmm.
And so we made 60, we leave them out there, they take them and go. But for this, you know, we have so many kids, and last year it was mostly like burgers, dogs, and like chicken nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how to do that, to go quick. Or,
Right.
Well, we talked about cool boxes, you know, cold lunches with just sandwiches.
well, that's, yeah, but how many do we need to pre-make? That's the problem, is,
One thing, we should know our vendors by then.
well, I'm not talking about the vendors, I'm talking about the people.
I know, but I mean, but that, if we do that right, that's a big number, because you don't wanna leave your booth to go get something to eat.
We say two per, I would think at least two per vendor, wrap lunches, because most people bring somebody with
And, you know, that's a good start.
I mean, the other idea I had would just be, you know, talk to the board and see if we can just open the restaurant for the day to the public and just have a special menu that's like burgers, dogs, and then they can just come in and eat it inside, or they can take it and leave. Like have 3 or 4 things.
When you rather have it outside.
Yeah.
Well, the tough thing with outside, it's just hard to manage how many people are coming, and if we make 200 pre-made sandwiches, and we sell, you know, we run through them real quick, it's hard to remake them really fast.
Well, I can say the reason they close, like I will keep them out of the club and just have them on the patio eating in order through one of the doors or whatever.
Well, that's what we did last year, but when the food trucks didn't show up, we got hammered and they were making lunches for all the vendors too.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, I just don't wanna have that again. So it's we either do like a pre-menu or we do like cold things and we'll make a certain amount and then once we're out, we're out.
Hey, Jim, the pork rind guy,
I like that,
was it?
to have some, I think either the restaurant open, excuse me, or the, cold boxes, but what would we guesstimate, 200? 150?
I wouldn't do any less than 200, what do you think?
We can do hot dogs if you guys want.
That, I mean, in addition to,
Well, the VFW does that too.
Well, they only do it for y'all,
But
Carbon,
but there was a lot of folks that were
yeah.
heading that way.
But they ran
that
out.
they ran out, so,
That would be great.
I mean, we could coordinate something
Yeah,
like
like
that.
But it's up there at the club though.
Well, they
That's
got,
even
you got
gonna be a bigger
room up
question
there.
mark. I mean,
Yeah, it's just like last year what happened was we had so many people at one time order food, it takes a while to make. Like, if we would have known that we were gonna have that many hot dogs and that many chicken
Sure.
nuggets stuff, we would have pre-made all that, but that's when we thought food trucks were coming.
Yeah.
When the food trucks didn't show, all those people hit us and we just weren't prepared for it. So I'd rather, you know, I don't care either way, I just gotta, you know, talk to Becky and see what she thinks is the best idea, but
I think the hot dog.
I just think the cold sandwiches won't go over very well with all the kids.
Well, hot dogs would, but it is.
Can we do both?
So when they want to go to 2 different places, you know.
Why is the food truck not an option?
They don't show up. We invited 3, they said they were coming.
The year,
And that wasn't the first time.
the year before, when they were here, connectivity, you know, they were Wi-Fi into the old, the
Live.
CDC. And then a lot of them, they didn't have Verizon or correct, they couldn't do electronic payments, they were having problems, and, I presume, because I think we were asking the same ones to come the next year, but right, but they just didn't.
Well, our first year, we had about 4, and it went well,
Yeah.
except for they couldn't get the Wi-Fi.
Do you still have?
What if we bought a Starlink? What if the city bought a Starlink and set it up?
Cause there's no food truck.
Okay.
I mean, they're not available, we just cannot depend on them.
No. The Kona guy's pretty good. Bruce, I know that the, pork rind guy, if I recall, he did not like being.
No.
Cause I got a full of that too.
Yeah, is he coming now?
I don't know. But,
What's his
Why
name,
did
Ramsey?
you like it, Jason?
No.
he didn't like location,
Oh.
cause, you know.
Where his truck was, you mean?
Yeah, cause he was down, near the croquet.
Oh,
We had talked about a lot of people complaining they didn't know all that was down there. And he wanted,
Because
he was rather
he's
be.
always done real well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sells out every time.
Yeah, so,
I'll look back through last year's chart and see if.
Well, do we think that timeshares would give us hot dogs like they did for the 4th of July and fire
I wouldn't
department?
worry about that, let the fire department take care of it.
Okay,
excellent.
Hang on, that's this thing.
So Ryan, do you wanna have hot food or things of that?
We'll do we'll do like the cold packs, the sandwiches. Just do a couple.
That time of year,
Yeah.
Any cold, typically, you know, we can have cold weather at that time, what goes over better? Coffee or a hot, or cold drink? I mean,
Okay.
it's-
If it's 70 degrees, it'll be
Are you
fine.
charging
It just
them?
depends.
Yeah.
Is that,
can't charge it, but we can.
but normally that works.
Yeah.
Ish.
We'll break even,
Now, is that gonna either do the chips and water or just the dogs?
take care of it.
The dogs, there's this New Jersey.
So maybe get some
Yeah, cause like the VFW, when they do it over there, they don't charge, but they ask for donations to the VFW.
Yeah.
And it, you know, people are pretty generous.
Yeah. They don't.
Good deal.
And so he would have to do them at the club pavilion or
We'll do them at our truck.
you'll do them at your club?
Oh, if y'all stay right where you were last year, that's perfect.
Okay, great.
Okay, we done with food? Anything else on the food?
Last year, that was so, is that?
He hasn't registered, but I'll
He
look
was
back.
so busy. He was. Yeah.
We're up Summer's
Cotton
husband,
candy,
Felix.
and stuff, that's always, is that, can you make money at that? I
Summer.
would buy it if we did,
Well, does,
I would buy it if we did.
Kona Ice do cotton candy?
What did
Yeah.
her husband do?
He had a peanut stand.
Yeah.
Across from,
The different lots may come back.
You know, that would sell real well.
Oh, is that the guy that's right across the street before you get up
he
to?
just passed funeral.
Yeah.
That's Summer's husband.
Okay.
Oh, so he does the boiled peanuts?
They do peanut brittle, they do everything.
Yeah, he does pork rinds.
Yeah.
I buy pork rinds there.
Well, I know who to ask.
Rather there, but I don't know that his boss would let him give up a Saturday on site.
In the phone.
Yeah.
Just never know, but it certainly has.
Yeah.
But if not, I'm gonna look back and try to get the pork on you.
Okay, is that it on food? We good on the food? Clear?
Is Kona Ice coming again? I think we had, right?
Maps and handouts? We good?
It will be, as soon as I know where everything is, or we leave it at just, I brought it out too much. But it just had the restrooms and the golf parking only and
Mhm.
vendors and dog, are we doing, well, we can. Pumpkin painting, if your lady's doing that, do we need to do pumpkin
I
painting?
don't think so.
So they'll be dipping them,
Yeah, we kind of set it up.
the kids get to dip them?
Because they didn't pull right back out there, they're right.
They can double dip.
See, they won't.
Aren't we still doing face painting? Are we doing
Yeah,
face painting?
Kat said she's got 7 or 8.
Oh, I would have picked those. Yeah. I mean,
Maybe not
helpers.
now, Holly.
Okay, so Max will just,
Duplicate that.
we'll narrow it down a little bit, because I need to know about more things, like pumpkin painting, she'd probably be over there with the vendors, right?
In it would be.
In the pavilion, okay, because of the expensive you do cooking extra. Okay, so Max, I'll get him, I need.
So good there. Signs, same, we're good. Trash cans, we're good there with the hand wash stations, all that.
Now that's,
Well, I was gonna ask you about that. There's, I have a tentative reservation with Gotta Go, but I just want to reconfirm. For the Independence Day, we had 6 total porta potties. 4 had sinks, 2 did not. And, but we spread them out, so I don't think we need that many, because we had one over there at the pavilion pickleball, because we had all the hot, even though we had 2 bathrooms there. But do we need that many? I mean, there's 6,
We had 2 over there at the vendors.
Okay.
We had some at the parking area, so that would be 4, I'm assuming.
well, we do 6, I just wanna make sure that's wrong.
Have we received any feedback that we didn't have enough? Because usually I'm just running around checking to see if the vendors are okay, and I kind of stay there.
Yeah, we like redid them all. Over the
So
winter.
it's okay that you did.
I don't recall anybody, of all the things they complained about, that was not one of that.
So we're good with 6 and.
Yeah, I'll just reconfirm with them. 6.
Trash cans, good. Volunteers.
Well, last year we needed them for the pumpkin painting table,
Mhm.
which I guess we don't need to do it, if everybody's gonna let the kids do it. I mean, it's okay if you keep your hand in.
Well, on the,
What about the littles then? Little kids can't do that. Unless they get a little tiny pumpkin. I'm just thinking the weight.
Yeah.
But it may be. All right, so we'll say no pumpkin painting table.
Now, is that gonna be staged where the face painting is, kind of in the same area? Yeah.
Any tarps, anything, I don't want to make sure it's full of that type of thing.
Yeah, we got some folks.
Well, volunteers, did you ever get with the Boy Scouts and Mel Nelson last year? I thought they were coming to help and they didn't want to too much. And we were trying to get them to help Gorman keep people off the croquet court, and that's big, we gotta make sure that's
So,
done.
I've got that lady's number, let me send her a message real quick. Her son dates my daughter, so.
And ask her too, I'm sure it's the same lady in charge of that,
Lisa,
yeah, Lisa, that she's gonna have a tent.
well, they sell bakery items.
I know, but we haven't heard from them.
I can ask,
I'm thinking she said she couldn't come for some reason, but I'm not doing one.
so we would not be charging them.
No,
charge them.
okay.
You gonna do it?
No,
No. Take it.
pumpkin cake, that's good, that's good. So there's more,
I mean, not like, not like
You will
the
get
kid,
hold of
Okay.
but we'll have the, I
the
guess. we'll
right
have
person at Raven Gap.
Professional lady, yeah, pumpkin
for
did
community service.
Yeah, they just got back into school, so,
Okay.
but, I'll talk to my son-in-law, since he's the head of the middle school, but he's part of their.
And roll family lunches, if you don't.
So, yeah, but yeah, I'll get him to ask the upper people there, if there's something.
yeah, could they be a vendor? Who would you like to be a vendor?
There's,
Is
like,
there realistic?
There'll be a little.
Do they have a community service component in that school?
Absolutely, absolutely, they get, they have to have a certain amount of volunteer hours.
Great,
In the
As
Boy
part of
Scouts,
their
kids
curriculum.
love that.
that's what I thought. but I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
What would they do for volunteer?
Well, one thing is on the tear down, and go around, see if anybody needs help, you know,
Yeah.
people like me, taking the tents down, or keeping people on ships to pickleball, croquet. You know, that's the main thing. And then, like you said, go around with trash. The Foxfire does a real good job with that. I don't know where, I need to ask him where he gets his people, but they're going around and asking people constantly. If they need help with anything, you know, students.
a lot of those kids do come from Raven Gap up
Yeah.
there, because they're so close, and they go up there and they get their volunteer hours.
Mhm.
Do we set up a first aid station or do you take care of that? Okay, great, great.
He's a one-stop shop this year.
Chef,
Hot
And
dogs.
That's scary.
Are they gonna do rags for this?
Sorry,
Are there fire truck rides for
you
this?
guys want,
No, why not?
just got hay right.
Yeah, but
Yeah, little boys like that.
Jerry, have you asked any of your guys if they're interested in coming in that day? I know that's typically the first day of deer season, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we shouldn't have no problem with some ours coming in.
Okay, that'd be good.
we've got 3 Kubotas, 2 tractors.
Maybe hopping, but
I'm not doing
Yeah, you need to postpone your service.
no, I can't do that, so I need to get that away.
Okay, we good on the volunteers? Anything? Okay, VSW, is that out?
They're gonna do, over there at the car show, they do it for the.
Okay, that's
vendors.
right.
Grace, Gary, Cantwell called yesterday, he said, put us down for it, he's not in charge anymore, but he's gonna talk to
Okay.
the man in charge.
They're gonna have supply food for the, car show.
For them, I mean, they usually do hot dog, water, all that kind of stuff for donations.
Do they
Last
need to do
year-
that? Used to do that? Chuck, do they need to do hot dogs if the fire people are doing it?
Well, the locations just.
Yeah.
It'll be different, okay.
Yeah, because that is what they have, there, you got the car show right there, the people walking through the car show and they have kids, it's like, oh, I want a hot dog, too. So it works out pretty well.
And those men don't like to leave their cars.
No, I'm not leaving mine. So as far as the donuts go, I was gonna ask that question, because I think,
We bought the donuts last year,
okay.
but I think somebody bought them and just provided.
Yeah,
the
Rick went down, I know he went and picked them up.
Is that a go, Jason, you think on the donuts, with the city supplying, or?
We did it last.
I know, I'll have to get with Rick and Grace and see how many they were, I have no idea on the.
I think they just got what they thought.
Okay, so check.
Was that the vendors and the car people? Is that what we did? No, just the car
It
people.
was just at the car show, yeah.
She was telling them no. You're not a vendor, those donuts aren't for you.
We used to, years ago, we would give vendors breakfast, but I don't know if we want to get into that or not. I mean, we'd give them a biscuit, a sausage biscuit or something.
Are those ladies coming that always wear me out?
I was just out here looking to see if I saw your.
They don't like, they never like where you put them, and you move them and they don't like there, and bless their hearts.
And
It's just shirt that says complaint bar.
we put an arrow on it.
Blue bus, that's a non-starter now, okay,
Sorry to hear that, yeah.
too bad. Face painting, Kat says she's got 8 people lined up, 8 or 9,
And that'll be under the,
portico at the lodge.
no, nothing, well, I guess it could be, but if the pumpkin dipper and the face painting went on under the
Under the pavilion,
pavilion.
the club pavilion.
That'd be fine,
Well.
because they line up pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, yeah, okay,
That would draw a lot of people.
so
to the
that's,
vendor.
club pavilion,
Mhm.
okay.
Or all the volunteers need to have their faces painted first with special decor on their face.
Well, they're all welcome to come over and
Yeah,
our deck
we'll,
and do a
we'll
little
take care
trial.
of it, we'll take care of it.
Pumpkin, dunking, is that what it's gonna be?
Mhm.
Jim's gonna demonstrate.
Yeah.
You can be,
I have it on my own.
Or your face.
Yeah, that'd be my thing.
city would buy supplies, is that correct?
For what?
Pumpkin,
This lady says she's bringing it all right.
and,
And that's why,
who bought the supplies for the face painting for Independence Day?
We did, city,
Okay, so same,
yeah. I need to ask her how many years left over and you put supplies.
okay, so that's good. Where do the donations go for the pumpkin thing? Are we gonna earmark that for anything?
Well, no,
I
she's a
don't know.
vendor. She's doing it for free
Oh,
for the
okay,
kids, but
okay.
if her donations would be her donations, right?
you're talking about
The pumpkin, one.
yeah, but she's also gonna have,
Some other things.
what do you think, when you press on shirts and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
kids
Mm-hmm,
and sell them.
okay.
But any,
That's really
yeah,
good, yeah.
but any donations would be hers, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Okay, so yeah, that's.
Where's the men's I dip and then sell them a shirt.
Mhm.
So they drop.
All right, Jim, she said she'll be a booth, but I'm gonna ask her if they'll volunteer to see how it goes.
What's her name, Lisa?
Lisa calls her.
Fire truck rides, that's a go, correct?
Yep, he said he's all in.
Signs, hay rides, we've pretty much established that, correct?
Mhm.
A lot of good comments on that.
Yeah.
Where would the fire truck rides be?
It's up to you guys. I got enough gas in first gear for just about anywhere. Let me know.
We just screaming, you just take them the front and the back.
I was gonna suggest that for the old ladies that were having a Bruce hard time. Come on back to please.
What's that?
Fire truck rides, because there's no room to put them back there in that back parking lot. I mean, he'll have his truck back there, but to ride.
Yeah,
No, you can probably, set it up where your hayride thing is gonna be.
That's what I thought we did last year.
okay, good.
Just write Cody on the next square.
Bubbles,
Bubbles, hay bale, maize, ring toss, and water pump.
Cody,
You're
I was
charging
asking.
the fun
The
stuff.
bubble man.
In addition to those, are we having the hay, maize, short one, big one?
Probably a little over waist high. I mean, well, buying those hay bales is pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you wanna make it, decently sized, you can't go too tall.
Where are you putting that? Back over
I
there,
don't know.
where all the kids.
Probably where the kids stuff was.
Can we get it early enough and paint some of the hay bales
Yeah.
that's on there?
Where are you gonna take those
Right outside Kansas, Tennessee.
they're all gonna have a big T on them.
It's a lot of hard paint, yeah.
No, no orange.
You'll own
no
the sprayer.
orange
Go.
Or maybe.
Cody will own the
Yes.
sprayer.
You gotta get more of the bubble.
Is that where you want the bubbles and
I
the
think so, I guess all.
ring toss and somebody brought a putt-putt
Where
thing.
was it before? Yeah, Larry gave that to me.
That was,
I have it in the
what
building.
was that,
Where?
Larry?
Mhm.
We might try to reinforce that a little bit, make it better.
You need some more suds for them bubbles. There's a lot-
We're gonna get.
Complaints about that too.
Yeah, we figured that out at the
We'll blame
end.
that on summer.
Cornhole was a nice, event for Independence Day.
Where'd you corn?
Do we wanna do that again for, Fall Fest?
Where do you put that? Same place?
The food lines get long.
Yeah, cause we had it, in the lawn
Right in front
in
of
front
it.
of it, and that worked out well, cause the face painting was right
It
there.
kept people busy for a while,
Or,
or gave
yeah.
them something to do while they were waiting.
So is that, realistic, the cornhole, thing, right, on flagpole at the, lodge? Okay. So
Is
that's it.
are there any activities going on over there?
Car
Well,
show.
the car show, but it'll be
It'll be in the.
towards the parking lot,
Okay.
so it won't interfere with that. It'd just be something, I mean,
Something
a lot of those guys will probably
Yeah,
leave their
okay.
cars for a few minutes.
Okay.
Ken, how many do you have? Four?
I got 4 sets, yeah.
4 sets, so you're, and
We have one set at the shop.
do we still have our bags and
Bags.
stuff?
I'll have to look, but I'm pretty sure we do.
They,
And I have one set at home, if it gets down to that, I got one set.
Sarah, you put
That's it.
the scouts or a go, you'll have some more volunteers, but they bring a motley crew, I know, because my son's one, so, they might be running around trying to tackle each other, and half of them might help with trash, so.
Well, we got budget.
But they'll be here.
Well, good. I appreciate you getting her too.
Yeah, they do a great job with those bakeries, that'd be another variety.
And she sells out every year.
Cinnamon rolls, cookies and everything, yeah.
So you'll check for the bags and let me know. Tanya. So I know those from the leaves for the, those like that.
Duncan booth, that, or just Independence Day, for Independence Day?
I think it's warm enough in the summertime. I don't think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I don't think
Be a little
it's
too
I'm
cool
not
for
getting
Fall Fest, yeah.
I'm not gonna get in. I'll do
Never seen
it. Never.
Have some wetsuits.
That was very funny, never.
Yeah, he was pretty adamant about that.
It was fun though, it was fun. It turned out good.
And that's all I have. Is there any other things that we've missed?
Back page? Y'all gone? Skip over.
Or we are not done. Adult events,
No,
dog
right,
parade,
no, right? We didn't have
No,
enough
no,
participants,
that's out.
That's right.
but dogs are welcome to come.
Oh, yes, right.
No,
Yes,
But
yes,
no
yeah,
contests or anything like that.
Right. Oh, great.
Classic car show, we're good, right?
Yeah,
I'll get the trophies and I gotta check on the dash plates to see how many
Okay.
we have.
On the maze, do we wanna have a little something for the first person to come through? Close them down or something?
you know, and the way I'm looking at it,
Children.
the maze is gonna be children, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe have just a little
Have it
goodie
in that
bag.
hot dog
for them,
stand.
yeah, like that. You
Yeah,
know,
have-
like some
have it near the hot dog stand.
lollipop.
Bags of candy.
Yeah.
Candy.
Probably gonna be like a free for all.
Yeah.
You know, you go in the maze and.
Yeah.
If you don't come out, we don't
That's
care.
your
Is
own
that what
time.
you're saying?
Yeah, so you're like the parents of guys.
Yeah.
The hose as they come out?
You see them all running back the other way.
How many children you got, Bruce?
So no prizes, right?
I mean, I used to have,
Cause who's gonna give them out? Okay.
okay, the car show, we're good, right? How many do you think we'll have, Joe?
Last year, I'm trying to remember how many we had last year, we had 40.
You had right
plus,
many.
Right around 50 last year, so I'm
So they're
anticipating
really
that.
bad.
Because I've already put in, I posted on Facebook for the Pharaohs of North Carolina, the
Gem City.
Pharaohs of Clayton. Because that's the one I'm part of, so that takes care of the entire area around here. And I also posted on one that goes throughout the whole state of Georgia for car shows.
Wow.
So, and the admin approved it, and I've already had a couple of people, put some likes on it and all that, so. And I'm gonna be passing out stuff, I think there's a few car shows coming up in the next few weeks. And I'm gonna go to those and pass them out to people while they're there, so.
Do you have contacts with Gem City?
um,
Let me see what I've got, because I've had conversations with them over the years. Let's see.
I'm sure you can Google them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I may, I'll look on my emails or, my contacts, but, and maybe in some of my cards, but I'll check out and see if they have any interest.
okay.
Because they're smaller than the Pharaohs, but
Yeah, last year, and I'm not sure how they got the information, but, the Porsches showed up.
Oh, cool.
Because they were doing, I think they were doing a ride up through here actually, so they stopped in for an hour or two. It was kind of cool, that we don't normally
Maybe
have.
we can have a Porsche parade.
Way logged up traffic.
Yeah.
As far as the round hay bale, we're good on all that, the square bale, I've been talking with that guy. The big thing for us is the painting of them, we need, early so we can get the
Go about the
color,
base coat.
so we
Yeah.
can order what we need to order, get them in, we got lucky last year at the last minute and found a couple colors that we needed, and they had to call in and
Right.
special order, but the quicker we can get that, the better.
When do we need to have them ready to paint? Cause this is the 18th,
I'll get them out that first week in October.
so I need to send it out the second week probably of September and then
Please.
We still get prizes.
you get a sign from it.
So what date are you thinking, Sharon, for the hay bales to be painted?
first week,
He said
The
first.
first
October.
Saturday is the 4th of October. Is that what you're thinking?
It'd be nice.
It takes,
It all
takes,
depends on the rain too.
it takes, about three or 4 days to base paint all those.
Oh, yeah.
And then we normally give people about a week.
Yeah.
Cause we want them done like that Wednesday, before the Saturday.
Okay,
Because I know one year we didn't really set a deadline, we had people the day of the Fall Fest trying to paint.
Yeah.
But.
so you want it painted the Wednesday, the week before the Fall Fest?
Well, that's kind of where we kind of
Over
set that
the
down, you know,
participant.
Yeah,
to have them painted and set up, cause usually y'all judge, cause usually by Fall Fest, all the first, second, third's out.
You think we'll still be looking at 30 round bales
I hope so.
or more?
Well, last year we said 30, but I don't know if that meant entrance, because like, marketing used 3 for theirs, so.
And the bear takes about
The
4.
square bales,
We're gonna have a bunch of that.
yeah.
yeah, the big bears has
4.
My daughter said she painted again, I
Yeah.
want to.
No, 5. It's 3 high,
That's true.
it's 3 high and then 2 at its feet.
Do you wanna paint it, or you want Maggie to paint it?
It doesn't matter, yeah,
I mean, she
maybe
said
no,
she
we'll
said
arm
she'd
wrestle,
do
see who gets to do it.
it. I thought she did.
Well, one year we did them and we had them up a week and a half, a week and a half before the Fall Fest, and it rained so much, they all rotted.
Start growing.
You remember that? Yeah.
We could
That was fun.
total number
Yeah.
of round bales versus square bales, we can do a couple of. Greg have been bringing them, but for some reason we had to get them, we could.
What was that date you said that they should be ready? I mean, finished
Well, if it's the Wednesday before, that would be the 8th,
Wednesday before 18th?
before the
No.
18th.
No,
is the
the-
18th? You're doing a week and a half.
I think the 15th would be right.
We just want a week, don't we? Or,
Well, they normally, we give them about, by the time they do paint, if they do have the base paint like that first week of October, that gives them about 2 weeks, we can have to come in and do it.
But you want a deadline.
that is,
Yeah.
So what you want, the deadline, the 15th? In the,
I'd
is
say
it the
so.
exact we're talking about? That's the Wednesday before, yes. We take their firstborn child if they don't get it done. And put them in,
Not-
and put them in the maze. Yeah.
think of anything else? Signage, I mean, we still can use all of our old banners and signs, except I need more pointing to the vendors. We'll move the face painting signs that way. And I don't remember if we had pumpkin painting signs, but if we do.
Do we still have the stakes and the booth numbers?
I have
Yes.
them, I just don't know if you.
Okay.
they-
That's where it's so good.
There was a couple of them that, when we pulled them out, the number, got boogered up a lot, but we boxed them up, 1 or 2.
In a
boxes.
bucket, Jared, you
We
got
have
the
a
trash
bucket,
can, I think.
Yeah,
But that,
I'll go
that
through
was
and see.
and, 30, 1 to 30. And I think we had 1 to 32 or something like
yeah.
that last year.
What was all that paint we ended up with in the shop down there, that, didn't that, did a couple of mulches, is that what they did face painting with last year, or is that?
No, that was,
Somebody was,
hay bale paint,
hay bale paint.
yeah, spray paint.
That was when that other lady done it.
No, I'm talking about the, had all them little brushes in it, and little white dip cup that you dip your brush in, paint with.
Oh, that's
Kind of
pumpkin paint.
pumpkin paint.
So we're not
But we're
doing-
not doing that this time.
Y'all still have the hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer station.
Oh, you got brushes.
Yeah.
So we need to buy some more of that.
I volunteered in the paint.
I'll check the buckets.
Sharon, I know
and see.
last year you talked about having a board, where you cut out a creature and
Mhm.
everybody can stick their
Stick their head and
faces
take
through it.
pictures.
Do we wanna have that?
Yeah, you gotta print that.
I can cut it out,
Okay,
but I can't paint it.
I'll pay you, all right.
Just do stick first.
Yes.
Look at the water with it.
Big foot.
Yeah, there you go.
No.
Oh, you're-
You want us
That could be fun.
coming up,
They don't put paint in it.
coming up, ignore him. I'll get with you, we'll get together.
That's it.
What are we doing, just advertising, just the last thing, what are you planning to do for it? In terms of advertising?
Last year we submitted an article to the Laurel and the neighborhood, McClellan, what's it called? Raven Neighbor.
Okay.
And then we just put it out there on Facebook and shared it through Raven County and the Chamber of Commerce and all that.
Was that,
I'm gonna
Tim-
reach
was
out
that
to
Tim
more.
McClellan's magazine? Yeah.
What about Northeast Georgia, their side?
Well, the Clayton Tribune put it in their community calendar and charters, they did that for us.
Are we gonna put signs and all
Yeah,
the,
where are the signs, where are
the
they going?
stores and stuff? Okay.
He got some to take for, starting to talk about donations and things.
Okay.
And
Okay,
Jim will
great.
bring some
I
up.
think we put them, I think put them out too early.
Yeah.
You lose
Nobody pays
effect,
attention.
you know,
So
What's too
what,
early?
how
I
early?
mean, I don't, more, no sooner than 2 weeks before.
Oh,
Well, for planning, where the people are gonna plan, do most people come here, is it instant spontaneous, or do they actually people plan?
I think so, but
Are we doing that? Are we still putting those ads and what magazine is that?
That's Raven Neighbors.
Oh.
I didn't know you guys already did that.
No, we write an article, just,
Okay.
We put it all forward, right? Do that, to get them to do it.
Yeah, that's good.
Just like, sure. Actually, do it too.
You want to do like these plywood size?
Yeah.
oh, that's all we're doing.
Well, I mean,
What
it's gonna
about
be cut
half
out.
plywood size and then,
Huh?
like half plywood size? Like 4 by 8 sheet?
Well, it depends on if you want mom and dad and grandma and aunt and uncle. Yeah, and I will talk about it, because we'll talk about it.
So cut out 4 pictures.
Yeah.
And vendors share mistakes. Forgot to mention the stakes, because that was,
They're still staked unless.
yeah, a couple of them came unstable, but most of them we pulled them out, so we just may have to fix a couple of
Did we staple those?
Yeah.
Did we staple
them. I think so.
those? So I'll go if they want.
But they're a big help.
Do we have people passing out maps or anything, or if we just have maps, I mean, we just have flags and stuff?
We tried that one
It
year.
didn't work too good.
Yeah, we'll have the QR code. I don't even know if we need this other than the QR code because I didn't mention that I'm not planning to do shirts.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so,
I'm sorry, you're not planning to do the shirts?
They didn't sell them.
That's a traditional deal.
I know, but
That's what,
we've got boxes.
unsold.
We're just gonna take a magic marker and put 2025 on.
That's what we're finding. That's a good deal.
I'll have a couple of them made up that are about this size and post them somewhere, stake them up to where people can see.
Yeah, I know people
What's it?
like.
The shirts are-
No, the sign that Sharon's done, that it, she'll amend this and then have it posted somewhere, 2 or 3 places that are maybe 4 by 3 by 4. Posted so people can
Can you
see.
look at it like a shop?
Okay, well, you put it down there about the car show, because that's where people are parking, and they, as they come through, they can hit the QR code.
And maybe another right there at the end.
Or, yeah,
Unless you wanna pay for banners.
no,
Because if it's just paper.
our
they can-
QR code would be fine.
Oh, I have those signs.
That'd be
You got to
perfect.
have
Yeah.
steps behind it for you.
You can do it.
Back to the, because it's a deal, back to, I guess the shirts, or what's happening now, because that's always a tradition for years. I mean,
We
they-
made them, but like, I made them for Fourth of July, and I made less than I made.
Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
I was getting
Still got some of stuff.
my spare.
And we lowered the price to 20.
Still,
And these-
you can see some of the fall festival, it's always been, it's always been a big deal, even around, long sleeves. Okay. So how many do you have them, do you have left, in terms of resale?
I am out,
Right.
the brown one's dated, last year's was not dated.
Okay,
Last use was black, right?
yeah, I have one. People afford to know, I think that's always been a tradition, I don't know. So how many do we have? So is there a plan to sell them or try to sell them or what?
We could, but we don't have all sizes. I mean, I can make one, we can do less and less, you know, of each. Not always prices.
For marketing, it sets up, certain amount of money set aside for it, definitely in a budget, So the feeling is, shirts, they're lightweight shirts, people really like those, it's a real advertising promotion, especially a long sleeve and having Sky Valley on it.
Well, over the years, I've had to liquidate my long sleeve shirts because we got too many of them.
You got too many.
I've got about one from each year.
Yeah, okay, so you don't think there's a demand?
Well,
I can look
we've
at.
always had, I agree with the word, we've always had.
Yeah.
They seem to,
Maybe we should put the year.
But it has-
You know,
I think you're on.
maybe not put the
No,
year, that way
yeah.
they don't do it.
Yeah.
but it's kind of cool when you look back if you're a collector.
Yeah, I like to do,
Too.
It's a bad, having the date on them, that may have incentive to get a new one too, so.
How many do we normally order?
I'll look and then I can map it, or even if we choose to.
What say you, Jason?
Jared, you kind of, over the sales, I mean, what, you think it's the price point, you know?
Well, they've always been 25 because of the, it has the sleeve on it.
Mhm.
I don't remember what they cost us, but I can definitely look.
Well, those probably around 20 that might work, I mean.
It'll be
It's
closer.
like a lot, like somewhere around.
If you put the Sky Valley on the sleeve, that costs more, is that what it is?
Yeah,
A
well,
lot of
I
people
remember
like that.
several years ago, the marketing committee added money for that, so it reduced the price of the shirt by that amount of money, because we like the marketing idea of Sky Valley.
Right.
That was very helpful, so that's something we
I
had.
mean, those shirts,
ran into
about
it.
$2,500.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I know.
And I mean, can't remember how many we ordered, but I mean, I can look back
But
and.
look back and there was a donation there of the marketing team, of that, reduced the price by that amount. Because it's marketing, it's advertising the Sky Valley.
So you're gonna take it out of your budget?
Yes.
Oh, well,
They're so great.
That's great.
Yeah.
I like that one.
So look at it. I think the idea of perhaps you might sell double.
Well, I don't know that we can drop the price on those because of certain things, but I'll look and see, as long as it's coffee, and then the, front, back, and the sleeve. I don't remember what you budgeted.
$2,000. So, and take that off, the price of the,
Yeah.
cost of your shirts would be that $2,000 for that letter.
That's it. Well, those proceeds go into the general fund. Is marketing okay with that? Or you gonna want to get reimbursed for that?
No, we don't.
Okay, okay, I just want to make sure
No.
from an accounting standpoint. I just want- Okay,
That's-
well, that's generous. I mean,
That's advertising.
okay, yeah, that's very
That's
generous.
advertising.
Thank you.
Yes.
I mean, I definitely,
I
not to
think
have
that's-
more work, we can definitely,
I like it.
definitely make that happen. I mean, yeah.
Well, it's budgeted, he did it.
It's
last year.
budgeted. Yeah, we might have a little extra there if we need to, yeah.
So we good? Any other questions, comments?
I want to thank you
Heidi?
all, I want to thank you all in this committee, y'all work hard. Thank you for all you do to Sky Valley, because everybody loves the festivals that we do here. Y'all are, you're good people, you get a diamond in your crown and medal for it, that's all. It'll say SD on it.
It is might not be, to ask this question, but if we thought also maybe doing it different time of year.
Several people have asked me is why we don't do Christmas, and I don't know that we have enough.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we-
Don't be over.
So, that would be inside.
Yeah, I don't
But I
know.
mean.
Why don't we have a light challenge and see what everybody, how they all decorate their houses. And then see what
Yeah,
everybody-
You know.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
Yeah. What else would you want to do? Thanksgiving, Spring Fest?
Thanksgiving.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
The beer fest was always good. Yeah, we had several people said they lost houses here because of the beer fest. I went, okay.
Okay, can I get a motion?
Oh, no, you're not. Yes, you
Is that Ms. Holly,
can. I'm through.
second? Jim? Adjourn.
We got a vote. All in favor?
All in favor?
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you.